Forgery of a financial instrument. Don't talk over me. March 3rd, 2008, Harris County, 180 days in jail. So that one was reduced. March of 2014, forging identification cards in Cuyahoga County, Ohio, 1 year probation. Same charge, same probation. So that's 2 in Ohio. March of 2014, aggravated theft in Ohio, another probation, the same date, but still another charge. March of 2014, attempted drug possession, pled guilty, 1 year probation. March of 2014, same thing in Ohio, possessing criminal tools, probation, all that. It was at the same time, but still different cases. Good morning. This is Mr. Hoffpower's sentencing. I didn't see you over there, Mr. Hoffpower.
No, I did.
Good morning. Good morning. Are you Crystal Vogan? And Ms. Vogan was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to theft of property, a state jail felony. That agreement was for a 4-year deferred probation with a $1,000 fine as well as restitution in the amount of $9,400. I've received the pre-sentence report. Have y'all all had an opportunity to review that report?
Yes. Yeah.
And any additions or corrections or?
There's a lot of history we understand, Your Honor, but discussed it with counsel also restitution.
Speak up, I'm sorry.
I just want to make sure the court knows restitution, most of the main issue we're looking at, get some of that money back.
I've got 1, 2, 3 and a quarter pages of criminal history. Well, there's a lot of stuff that wasn't dismissed. There were 14 felonies that weren't dismissed.
This is where the courtroom tone shifts completely. When a judge references 14 prior felonies, that's not casual commentary. That's a legal warning flare. Judges don't just count convictions. They look for patterns. And here, the pattern is repetition. Forgery, theft, fraud-related conduct, probation after probation. Even when cases occur around the same time, they still count as separate offenses, and that matters legally. The judge is weighing credibility, rehabilitation potential, and public safety all at once. So ask yourself, if you were sitting on the bench, would you see this as someone who made mistakes long ago, or someone who keeps testing the limits of leniency?
When?
I was actually supposed to start in September, but I had to wait to see.
Are you really going to be able to go to nursing
Yes,
school
ma'am.
with this type of criminal
Yes, ma'am.
history?
Yes, ma'am. Because I haven't been convicted of it. I'm a CNA now.
Because it shows 9,400, but then it also, that was from inside the bank, and then it shows 500 from an ATM and 100 from a cash app, totaling 10,000, not 9,400. Is that correct?
And that would have been added on, you know, I think that's a bank fee, I believe. I don't think that.
Well, it says 500 was withdrawn from an ATM outside the bank. Is that right? You know better than anybody.
I only went into it. I didn't have no access to the card.
Okay. So possibly the other person that was involved did that?
Only thing we knew about
That
was
was no-
9,400 that was in the bank.
I wasn't aware of, Your Honor, when we did it, when I got the PSIs, when I was notified, I was in the cash app. But if it was a withdrawal, then that would be her responsibility joint and separately, so
Right, it says, so
that's a request.
the contact from Do Good said that the defendant withdrew the entire loan amount of 10,000, 94 from inside the bank, 500 from an ATM, and 100 from a
This
cash.
moment is critical because restitution isn't just about money. It's about responsibility. Whether the cash came from inside the bank, an ATM, or a Cash App transaction doesn't actually change the legal bottom line. In joint criminal activity, everyone involved can be held fully accountable. The judge makes that crystal clear. What's more concerning here is the uncertainty, the defendant distancing herself from details that the record clearly documents. In court, hesitation and confusion don't read as innocence. They read as avoidance. Do you think the judge sees this as a misunderstanding or as someone trying to minimize their role after the fact?
Okay, apparently the cops didn't either, so.
She went in the bank, she was the one called. Size, whether or not she had a comfortable. The backside, not to my knowledge.
And hold on, so the probations in Sutton County, have they been transferred to Harris County? So you're going in person in Harris County?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so it's the state's position to go forward with the agreement?
I understand the court's concern, and the state has the same. Like I said, our initial deal was to get some of the money back on our victim, however, we
So,
understand.
all right, so here's what I'm going to do, Ms. Bogan. I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Can y'all hold it down over there, please? I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. I just don't know. I just can't believe I'm even considering doing this, honestly. I'm not. I can't. There's no way. It has to be straight probation, and I realize that that's going to potentially have some issues, but I can't with 14 prior felony offenses, same type of thing. So
I don't.
you do.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Okay. How many do you think you have?
I have 3 here and one back home.
Okay, you have lots of them that were at the same time for different offenses.
And I was never convicted, never charged.
Yeah, you did probations for them. Forgery of a financial instrument. Don't talk over me. March 3rd, 2008, Harris County, 180 days in jail, so that one was reduced. March of 2014, forging identification cards in Cuyahoga County, Ohio, 1 year probation. Same charge, same probation, so that's 2 in Ohio. March of 2014, aggravated theft in Ohio, another probation, the same date, but still another charge. March of 2014, attempted drug possession, pled guilty, 1 year probation. March of 2014, same thing in Ohio, possessing criminal tools, probation, all of that. It was at the same time, but still different cases. November of 2014, forgery, 2 cases, got probations in those. I'm gonna run out of fingers. March, another one, a theft, aggravated theft in Ohio in 2014. Then we go to Sutton County, Texas, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 continuous smuggling of persons for pecuniary benefit, and that's the 10-year probation that you're on in 5 different cases.
Okay.
That's not correct.
No. Okay.
So how many cases are you on probation for in Sutton County?
It all ran together. So
I understand it all.
It's one.
It doesn't run, but that's not how it works.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
When it runs together, it just means you're serving it at this. I'm rejecting the plea agreement. I'm resetting your case for 3 weeks. We'll see you back in 3 weeks. Y'all can talk about it then. Ma'am,
What?
this is not gonna help.
It don't matter. My life's going on.
Well, looks like you did that, not me. I'll see you in 3 weeks. Which,
Bullshit.
come on, hold on, get her, don't let her go. Come back.
What?
I heard bullshit.
Everybody heard it.
You said you're bullshit.
Come back.
Sure, lawyer.
I told my lawyer he was bullshit. I didn't say this.
You don't talk like that to anybody in this case because he didn't do this either, you did.
He got me the plea.
He did get you, he did a great job. I'm gonna find at this time that your bond is not sufficient because of your attitude and because of your because of your,
I gotta go to work. So I'm gonna lose my job and everything too.
Well, maybe you shouldn't cuss at your lawyer. Maybe you shouldn't have this attitude here in the courtroom. I'm going to raise your bond. What's the bond currently set at? Don't cry now after saying it's bullshit to him and acting like this in here. Stop. No, you're going to make it worse. You're just going to make it worse. You should, when I told you a minute ago to stop, you should have stopped when I told you to. Let's see, can you... All right, I'm going to set your bond.
This case ends exactly where courtroom behavior often leads: consequences. The judge rejects the plea deal, resets the case, and increases the bond, not just because of criminal history, but because of courtroom conduct and attitude. That's a powerful reminder. How you behave in court matters just as much as what's on paper. Legally, the defendant now faces far greater risk than she walked in with, including potential incarceration instead of probation. This wasn't just about theft. It was about accountability, honesty, and respect for the process. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Courtroom Focus for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns you won't see anywhere else.